Hello everyone, I'm super grateful for this opportunity to be here tonight and speak with all of you. And I'm super grateful for everyone who showed up tonight to listen to what I have to say. I'm Jack Pickering, I'm a freshman at Utah Valley University studying business and business marketing. And I'd like to speak with you about NIL. College athletes and NIL has grown over the last couple of years. If you didn't know, over 300 universities in this nation are using NIL. You might be thinking, well, that's a lot of colleges. Or you might be thinking, I thought every college used it. Well, what people don't know is last year, just in the FBS, they spent over $1.3 billion on athletes. The FBS concludes of 4 different divisions: Big 12, Big 10, SEC, ACC, and a few independents. But when you look at the bigger picture, $1.3 billion is a lot of money. And if you're including the FCS and NCAAI, it's over $1.7 billion. So why does college get ruined by NIL? Well, it's the money and the fame. Athletes are young adults, don't really know what's going to happen in their life. They don't know which path they want to choose. They don't know what they're doing. All they know is when they choose a college to go to, there's different ways to expect how it's going to go. Now with NIL, it changes the way you want to choose the college you're going to go to. Whether you're getting paid more to go to one college or whether you're getting more signing inductments. And when you think about it, the money and the fame controls a lot of different things. NIL is a new money marketplace for athletes where it's not just about the sport, it's about the money. It's about what school will pay them the most, give them the best options, give them whatever they want, because that's what these athletes thrive off of, is getting what they want. And the sport they play, they want to be the best, they want to play the best position, they want to just do what they do best. And if they're going to pick a college, they're going to pick the one that's offering them the most money. Now, the transfer portal is new to college, and athletes are using it to their advantage. It's not a bad thing. The transfer portal creates new opportunities for athletes who don't like the opportunity they got in the first place. Whether they went to a school and they're not getting the chance they want, they can go to the transfer portal and play at a different school. Now where things get hectic with NIL, in the transfer portal, different schools can reach out to you with different offers, different amounts of money to make it where you would feel at home playing for their college. Now, boosters also control how this recruiting works. Boosters are college alumni or rich people, fans of the program, where they want to build their program up and watch them succeed. Now, these boosters don't directly connect with the program, but what they can do is they can donate money to certain athletes to higher their chances of getting them to sign to play for that program. So that's why boosters control recruiting. Now, big school versus little school. Down here at the bottom, we look at a smaller school where they won't have as much NIL compared to a bigger school where they're going to have lots more NIL. Let's look at Oregon for an example. Oregon is sponsored by Nike. Phil Knight is the owner of Nike, the creator. He's the guy who made the shoes. Now, Phil Knight has been paying as much money as he wants every year until they get a national championship for the college football team. And where things get kind of crazy is you have a school like Weber State. They can pay NIL, but Weber State's not going to have as much money as Oregon does with Phil Knight. What else does NIL cause? Jealousy and anger. If you're an athlete and you're playing at a small school versus one of your friends is at a big school and you're getting 2 different offers for money, there's going to be jealousy and anger. But this also doesn't just mean for you and your friend at different colleges. This means for you and your teammates. One teammate might not be getting paid anything while his other teammate is getting paid upwards of $100,000 a year. That's going to drive the other player who's not getting anything jealous. He's going to be angry at the coaches and the program. He doesn't feel equal. And what's the worst thing that NIL causes is locker room equality, where players like the one that's not getting paid anything compared to his friend that's getting paid upwards of $100,000, there's jealousy and anger. There's not equality. They're battling emotions where they're not just friends and it's driving them apart, creating chaos within the team. Brand deals over the team. These athletes, it's a great way for them to build their name, build their camaraderie in their team, if they use it the right way. Brands will reach out, give them opportunities to build their brand, make a name for themselves, and overall, create a business in what they want to do. And then once you get the NIL, it's all about understanding who you are. These young athletes are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. They've never seen this much money being presented to them for what they do in their sport. Now, that changes the way they want to do things, changes the way they want to play their sport, how they play it, where they play it. And what they do with the money is the hardest part for them to understand. Now, once you graduate college, you have your degree, and you would go on to the pros, where that's where you would get paid for playing the sport, is where you would then understand that it's your job to be getting paid for that sport. But in college, with not very many responsibilities, getting paid for the sport you're playing, it's hard to understand what to do with it. Now, if you look down here in the top 10, Arch Manning is the number one played NIL player as of last year, getting paid $6.7 million to go to Texas. Is that fair for him to go to Texas and get paid $6.7 million versus whoever goes to SUU to play quarterback getting paid nothing? I think not. NIL has also led to cheating becoming legal. And you might be thinking, well, cheating's not legal. They're not paying the refs. They're not paying the coaches to play these different types of players. NIL has led to boosters making the payments on the team, making the payments to the players, making the program grow, but in the wrong way. Now, pay to play is another one. Pay to play is where a booster will pay a player to come and play for their program. And it's not pay the refs to let this kid play. It's paying a kid over another kid you have on the team to play over him. And that wouldn't have been allowed 5 years ago. And then recruiting inducements. When recruiting a player, different types of boosters will offer different types of inducements to get that player to sign. They want to do anything they can to get this young athlete into the program. Now the other side. There's not only bad things about NIL, but there is good things. NIL gives athletes a fair opportunity and chance to make a name for themselves, to do what they do best. They play the sport for a living, right? They know what they're doing and they know how to compete. NIL helps grow their brand, helps motivate them to make money, do what they do best, and ultimately be the best they can at what they do. Now, these two athletes on the screen, Tim Tebow and Reggie Bush. Two athletes from the 15 years ago where NIL hadn't been created yet, and they're balling out for their team. Reggie Bush is winning back-to-back championships. Tim Tebow's winning a championship. These guys aren't getting paid with NIL like the athletes are today. So what does that say about team camaraderie? These guys thrive for their team. They thrive for the win. They want to win the championship. They want to do the best they can. And they're not getting paid to do it. Though, athletes generate billions of dollars, so it's worth giving them some of the money that they benefit. But where should we draw the line? Well, drawing the line can't just be no schools get money, no athletes get paid from boosters. What ultimately makes the most sense is giving teams salary caps, scholarship. Different options like this can work around the NIL without funding millions of dollars into players, where instead they can offer incentives that can be offered to every student at every school. Conclusion: NIL is ruining college sports. making college sports a money-first marketplace where athletes are choosing where they want to go because of money and not heart and desire. And NIL is widening inequality between teammates and teams. NIL is making it so teammates don't want to play for certain teams because of the camaraderie, the fans, the pride. It's about the money. It's dividing the team apart. Now, breaking the loyalty, the culture, and the integrity that is made from the team is getting broken with NIL. Thank you. I'm Jack Pickering. Thank you all so much for listening to me tonight. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening.